And here we are again. This is my week 2 opponent, Thunder08. So, I'm bringing the same team again because I'm lazy. I'm not lazy really. I just don't have the mental capacity to be learning 11 different mons. It's just easier to learn 6 really well than 11 poorly. Anyway, my opponent's Terror Captain is Diancie. They are also packing Cacturn, Miam Shao, Xatu, Baxcalibur, and the Alolan Ninetales. Now, I will admit this is far from the team I expected. In fact, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't expecting Miam Shao, the Cacturn or the Xatu. I was expecting Nidoqueen, Ogerpon, Wellspring, and they have Rotom Heat, I believe it was. It was a Rotom of some variant, and I don't like Rotoms. They hurt my brain to think about. Okay then, without further ado, let's get into it. So, now, I set up Tower Wind here, and I can tell you for sure that is not something I don't think I should have done. Anyway, ooh, Toxic Spikes. And, as you can see, I am a very big fan of Explosion. And, my opponent was very well prepared and had a Focus Sash, it seems. But the Explosion and my opponent is having a field day setting up hazards. And my poor Dalmice. Oh, feck. That was a Sucker Punch. I really should have Terrored there, to be fair. Bringing Terra Fairy. And then I decide to Terra. And I'm just throwing Rapid Spins there because I was Choice Banded. And Dalmice died. Now, that was unfortunate. Well, I kind of let Dalmice die. It couldn't do much from being poisoned and being slower than basically everything my opponent could throw at me. Now, here's my favourite thing in this whole match. I have Aurora Veil. And my opponent was doing some very heavy setup. And it was actually getting a bit scary here. Going into Diancie. Terra Fighting. Now, I will say Terra Fighting isn't something I was expecting. I was expecting like Terra Fairy or Terra Water even, because I don't actually have a great deal that hits it with Terra Water, and Diancie's physically defensive. But I do believe this is actually where my Aurora just dies now, which is not very fun for me. Oh, look at that, more hazards. Hazards, by far my least favourite form of fighting. What did my opponent just do? Oops, that was a knockoff. My opponent did a thing. I don't know what they did. Oh! They used Baton Pass. You see, now I'm basically playing most of these games like blind. I struggle to see the buttons as is. So, I have to have someone, you know, telling me what's happened on screen when it comes to my opponent. And fuck me. Apparently Magic Bounce is a thing, and I forgot, because I am a silly individual. And Baxcalibur. Now, I will be the first to tell you that Baxcalibur terrifies me. My whole team was meant to just stop Baxcalibur doing stuff. And as you can see, I've so far lost half of my team before doing anything to the Baxcalibur and removing the Ninetales. So this is looking bad for me. The Iron Hands, I do believe I abandoned all semblance of strategy here. Because my brain just frazzled. Really, I shouldn't. Really, there was nothing I could do. I couldn't swap into anything because everything just dies upon entering to Diancie, which really sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Diancie is a massive wall that I need to try and go over. But Protein Greninger literally saving my rear end. And I'm not gonna lie, the gunk shot doing what it did was quite impressive. Oh my god. Okay, I really should have been more careful here, because I probably should have just went for another. What did I actually go for? Oh, extra century. I should have just gone for another gunk shot and hoped I hit it. But as you can see, I didn't. And I got a flinch which was very much needed. Without that flinch, I think I would have I would have lost. Oh, and as you can see, I let the back set up way too much, and that crit was important. Like, to the max. And Dragapult. And hopefully, this is where Sucker Punch is an absolute godsend, because Dragapult with Infiltrator ignores Aurora Vow, and if it weren't for the crit, I would have lost that game hands down. Again, thank you, Thunder, for, quite frankly, a really enjoyable game. And that's week 2. I take a 1-0 win, which is decent.